Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, here with my Hexie cardigan that I did not work on at all this week. Did not pick it up even one time. The purple one has really taken over. I was able to take it to work this week and work on it. I don't like these loose ends out. It never ends well for me. It's part of the reason why this one got left home, because it's starting to fall apart, and the more I walk with it in my bag and everything, I'm worried that it's going to just tangle to no end. And yeah, I don't really like messing around with this one too much with all the sparkles in it, because it's really pretty and everything. But we're going to tuck these into the paper and hope that they're not going to fly about. And we're going to give a little bit of time to this beauty. I need to find where my stitch marker is. Where are you, stitch marker? This is why I shouldn't have green in this one. This one should not be green. We were going to pick a different color because that was hard for me to find. How about, let's go with, because green kind of blends. These reds are not the very strong one. That's a good strong red. We'll go with red, which I'm just going to pop into the box here. Now watch this. To get this out, it's best to, because it's usually tucked right down there, I just give it a little seesaw. Now I have my hook in hand. I'm ready to go. Glad you're here today. Let's crochet. Last week I missed a couple days on videos. It was just a really crazy week, and I kept forgetting to edit them and upload them, and then when I'd remember, I'd either be at work or like waking up in the middle of the night. It just was not. I'd remember at the worst times. So I will be better this week. It was also Halloween, and my deceased sister, her birthday is Halloween, so it was just a whole bunch. And the stress of working all day on Halloween, then going trick-or-treating with my children. One of them having meltdowns about her costume. Oh yeah, it was a whole lot. And it's alright. It's got put aside for other things. Which is what it is. Sorry about that, but that is my life sometimes. This weekend I have to have the house totally finished and cleaned up for our 6-month inspection of our house, and things like our locks on the windows and smoke alarms and everything else like that. I prefer the house to look at least somewhat cleaned up. I mean, I do have 3 kids in this house, so it is a lot to keep up with. And I do enjoy a beautiful granny. So this one's a Hexie cardigan. 6 points, and the points are made up with 2 clusters of 3 double crochets, chain 2, and they all go into the same spot, same space from the row before. Or if it's a new row, you make it where you need it. Alright, the only thing I really do differently from most Hexie cardigan patterns that I've read is that I don't turn to go back. And that's what a lot of people have done. I guess that's how they get their designs. I don't know. I just never really enjoyed that. I tried it and I felt so uncomfortable, and I just stopped doing it. I could not get myself into it. It was just one of those things where I was like, no, I don't really like doing that. I just want to go around and around. Mine turned out nice. No one can tell. I'm happy with that. I've made 3 of them. This is my 4th. This one's going to have a hood, I believe, and it's probably going to end up longer because it doesn't have any actual stripes. I'll be able to blend in the pieces a little more, so it'll look like just one big giant one, but That's fine with me. I definitely do not want to put any like defining lines of, oh, this is where I ended the work. Started amigurumi yesterday, and I'm really thinking that I used the wrong hook. I think I should have went with the 3.5, not the 2.5. Right, it was a 2.5. No, it was the 3. I used the pink one. Let me see here. It's right beside me. So, yeah, it was a 3. I'm rethinking it because I'm looking at these right here. As soon as I stuff it, that's going to be wide open. So I'm going to have to go to the 3, I think. I think the 2 just really pulled it too tight, so I'll have to redo that. Probably tomorrow I'll frog it and restart it and see if I like it better that way. But I mean, that's how we find out if things are working or not working. And by tomorrow, I mean tomorrow's video, which is still today to me, but to you, it's tomorrow. There we go, because I do my videos once a week, so it's a week to you, but it's one day, sometimes 2, depending on how I split it up. And then I'm able to make sure that I can do videos every day, unlike this week, where it just got caught up in the editing, so I should have had them done, and I did not. I ran out of time. Stuff happens. Very sorry. I can't promise it won't happen again, but I'll try my hardest to not let it happen too often. If you don't edit them and don't upload them, they won't get out there. So that is what it is. There we go. I'm trying to figure out how to just do regular crochet with these nails. Have slowed me right down. I have had to readjust these nails about 3 times this week by putting them back on because the nail glue doesn't stay on for me very well. I'm always washing my hands and using hand sanitizers at work. I've got an awful cough. My nose runs a lot, so if I blow my nose, I use hand sanitizer as I should, and before I touch anything else. I've even made customers wait. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just blew my nose here. It was a little bit sneezy over here. I need to hand sanitize before I touch anything, and they appreciate that. So I get a lot of older people that come through, and I definitely don't want to be passing germs to them as much as I possibly can. It is what it is, right? Just because I have the sniffles doesn't mean everyone else has to have it. Anyways, I love this blue hook. It feels so great to work with this one. It is one of my absolute favorites, which is why I was having troubles in the last video looking for my smaller ones, because I have been just not using them. They're like that in that no man's land of not quite put away because I barely ever use them, but not quite out in the open because I use them so much. They're just in that in-between spot when they're usually the ones I have out the most because I do the most amigurumis. But we are at that time of year where I'm going to have to start ripping out some amigurumis, so that's why we have a starfish to start. Two and 3. Oh, I smell coffee out there, so it smells like my husband's grinding up some nice coffee beans. That is a wonderful smell. I like it when my house smells like that. It lingers for a little bit. I've already had my coffee, so I don't need more, so I'm not going to ask him to make more, but I do enjoy the smell of coffee. It's like when you go through the grocery store and you walk by the coffee bean grinder, and you can smell them as you're walking by. They just have such a lovely smell. 2 and 3. 1, 2, and then another cluster of 3 into the same space. By doing that, we are creating a great little corner. Some people like to do 3 chains. I love even numbers, so I prefer to stay with the even numbers, but you can definitely go with 3 and it'll give you a bit of a more sharp corner. I wanted mine to be kind of muted because the stitches are so small, being that this is a fingering weight yarn, which is sadly discontinued. Even though it is quite lovely to work with, I've really enjoyed it so far. It's nice and easy, doesn't seem to split. Every once in a while, like the shiny one gets a bit loose and ends up getting attached to the one above it. But I think that's just because my hook stabbed through it and pulled it along, so that's on me, not the yarn. Because with this project, I've been quite relaxed. I'm not monitoring how I'm stitching so much. I'm just kind of going with the flow, so I'm not really like, oh, this is imperfect, I need to fix it. It's not like my dress and a couple others that I'm working on that I'm really trying to make them a showpiece. This is going to be something I throw on, and yes, I love the sparkle and all that, but it's just going to be something I throw on. Kind of like my gray and black duster that I made last year. I love it. I wear it quite often, and I just throw it on over whatever I'm wearing. And it's starting to get a little bit worn because I wear it a lot, and that's okay. It's getting worn in the right way. I'm probably going to put it on underneath my fall jacket soon enough, just to stay extra warm on my little outings on the bus to and from work. There we go. That is going just amazing. The sparkle is just really, really puts this piece out there. Gives it that little bit of extra without being too much in your face, like a neon color or some weird design that just splatters all over your mind. This one is just simple, easy. The colors aren't too much. They are blues and greens, which I love, as we know from my blue hair. Or sorry, it's more green now. I need to look at touching it up again. Or I'm thinking about maybe trying silver. There's a really nice silver, and I've been considering it for a little bit. I do have a silver toner that I could use, but I might just do that for blue and see what happens. So I get more of an icy blue. I don't know. We'll have to see. Going right through another set of 3 double crochets. No chains in between because I don't want to space it out like that. I mean, you definitely can. A lot of people do. I'm not a big fan of it, though. With certain granny squares for sure, but for this one in particular, I felt that I wanted them to be a bit more close. I wanted my stitches to be tight. I wanted them to be close. And I want this to be as compact as we can. So if I wear it, it's not going to be like super holy. It's got little holes, but nothing major. No big ones. It feels really nice. It's got a good thickness. Oops, my bad. Hit the tripod. Why not? Just make it awkward. Wouldn't be me if I didn't. And then we go 2 and 3. I'm not that too awkward when I'm on YouTube. I'm more awkward in real life. Face-to-face conversations can be really tricky, but that's okay. I think a lot of people who do videos like this feel that way, and this is a good way to practice talking and saying stuff that you want to say that you struggle with saying when you're actually in a conversation. So, just my thoughts on things I've noticed about a lot of YouTubers. A lot of them are quite shy and reserved in real life. There's not a lot that are really as open as they seem on their videos. I think it's mostly a lot of people who are more introverted. And that's okay. That is way okay. I find that to be absolutely wonderful, that that's a way for introverted people to find their community and find their people who want to hear what they want to say, who enjoy hearing their thoughts and what's going on and whatever. Because, of course, there's so many different things on YouTube to watch and listen to. I've been really enjoying a lot of homesteading. Sunday is my homesteading day, where I have like 5 or 6 different channels that post only on Sundays, and so I watch them all working on their homesteads, and it's quite lovely. I'd love to do it, but I'm kind of afraid. Like, I don't know if I could handle it. I do like my modern conveniences. I'm not an outhouse girl. Definitely not an outhouse girl. And I kind of like being able to do what I want to do, where I want to do it, but I don't really want to go to a big city. I don't know. But I was a big Laura Ingalls Wilder fan, like huge, growing up. Read her books like 8 or 9 times. Little Women, that's another one of my favorites. So homesteading is quite a comfort. Watching other people build and create and carve out their own world, basically. I find it super interesting watching the ups and downs and the all arounds. And we're going to have to go like that. Give it a half double crochet, which I learned from Bag O' Day Crochet, from her Bag O' Day channel, because I guess she has 2 channels that she's posting on regularly. Bag O' Day is where she keeps all her tutorials, and she uses Nerdy Crocheter, the Nerdy Crochet, Nerdy Crocheter vlog on Nerdy Crocheter. That is her other channel where she talks about yarn. So she has 2 different ones, crochet related. One's for more of the tutorials and one for just general yarn chat. 2, 3. And believe me, she has so many. Like, there's like over 1,000, I heard last time I watched one of her latest videos that I've watched recently, was saying that she has over 1,000 tutorials on her. So I don't blame her for wanting to get a separate channel for the yarn talk, because a lot of people really like the yarn unboxings and stuff, which is really cool. But I think it was just overburdening her channel to make it hard to find anything. And I think she just wanted to rebrand the chatty part of things. And there's nothing wrong with that. I hear you. I hear you. I have a secondary channel, and I'm thinking about moving some of this over there. I don't know. We'll have to see. I haven't really set it up, because this one is also my personal one that I use to watch things and listen to music, and it is getting very, very, very crowded with all my different playlists and stuff, because I have music playlists, and then I have video playlists, and then I have those videos, and it's like, oh my goodness. But if I switched over to that one, I could definitely do that. 2, 3. So if you do come across another olive crackers in the box, yeah, that is me. That is me. That is my other one, and I haven't really done anything with it, because I'm still trying to figure out how to import my old videos to it. But I might just start posting on it. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. And if I do, I will just direct everything to that one. And I'll probably have a totally different setup for it, so it's just something I'm thinking about. I've been working on for a little bit to try to work out all the bells and whistles and how to move what I want to move to where I want to move it. So we may have to move to the other channel, so just to give you a heads up, but I will let you know if and when that were to happen, and I'll probably just post the same videos on both for quite a while to make it easier just to transition for the people who would like to see my videos. I just have a couple ideas of how I want to set it up in a different way, where one channel is my personal for what I want to do, and the other one is for just the crochet, because it deserves to have its own space. Anyways, don't panic. It won't be anything that I'm doing right away. It's just a long-term goal that I have that I would like to have work out, and yeah, I gotta get on that. Anyways, it's on the to-do list, but not today. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.